Hi, my name's Maylin and I recently completed the Bachelor of Health Sciences. I did Pop Health 302 in Semester 2 last year because I was really keen to get some hands-on experience working in a health organisation. With the Bachelor of Health Sciences degree, I often found it hard to know what kind of roles we could work in because it was so broad. So I thought that this internship would help to shed some light on the types of organisations and projects we could work in the future. And I also really wanted an opportunity to apply the skills I'd learned in a meaningful project. So I got placed at Waitemata District Health Board at AFINA, which is the arm involved in research, learning and knowledge management. And I really found this to be a helpful and enjoyable experience. I was assigned a project that was very relevant to the courses I'd taken at university, so it allowed me to see how what I'd learned applies in the real world. I also had the opportunity to get research experience through working on a literature review and conducting interviews with different staff members around the DHB as part of the project, and at the end, putting together a final report of findings. More generally, I also had the opportunity to speak with many people in different roles throughout the organisation and the hospital, which was interesting in terms of just understanding how the DHB works. So during my internship, I did face a few challenges. I had to deal with a few setbacks that were out of my control. There were a lot of busy people that I had to communicate with and also coordinate my time with when setting up meetings, and I had to make sure that my work on the project was always kept on track. So to overcome these, I tried to communicate and check in with my supervisors often to make sure I was on the right track and to ask for help and clarification if I needed it. I was also placed with another student, so like all group projects, when you're working to produce one final report at the end, there can be a challenge. We both had different working styles and we had to ensure that both of us had something good to contribute. In this situation, I think it's important to communicate and make sure that you're both on the same page, and from the outset, know what your roles in the project are. Seminars were helpful and a good opportunity to recap what you've been working on and also check in with our course coordinators on any issues or concerns. It was also really interesting to hear about what other people had been doing in their internships in terms of gathering career ideas. And our course coordinators were also very supportive and willing to meet up outside of seminars to make sure everything was going okay. For the internship, my main tip would be to communicate well. I think that they're a really good way to meet people in the industry and to grow your network, so be friendly to everyone that you come across. Always be willing to work hard and take every opportunity that comes your way. If you need help or have concerns, make sure that you ask and know that you're on the right track. And also keep supervisors constantly updated on what you're working on and keep in touch with them after the internship as well. And if you're working with other students on a project, communicate well with them and make sure that you all have your own focus so that you can collaborate well at the end and that there's no double ups in terms of workload. I also found that it was important to be flexible and willing to adapt. The project I was assigned required me to provide a fresh perspective, and I also had to work differently to what I was used to. You should always be open to whatever tasks you're asked to do because you can always take something valuable from every experience. And don't be afraid to voice your concerns as soon as possible to the course coordinators because they're so willing to help and always come up with solutions no matter what the problem.